This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so this is our second session. In first session, just I have explained the capabilities, what we have in SAP project system, just understanding of concept of EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio and Project Management. And after that, I have explained the modules which is coming with SAP EPPM. Okay, that is 4 modules. Okay, I'll just go through of it, just recap it, and then we'll go further. Okay, so my agenda of today's session is to explain, just to recap what we are having in SAP EPPM. Okay, I know that your major contents which you have shared with me, that is part of project system mainly, but to just understand where exactly we are going to work, that I need to explain. Okay, then we'll go in the core understanding of project system and investment management modules. Okay, so just I'll recap it. Okay, and then I'll go through of project business cases. Okay, in project system, we are having 3 major business cases. First is a investment project, then customer project, and then cost project. There is one more 4th business case, which we call it is a overhaul or shutdown project. Okay, that will also take. So you can mute your side, and whenever you are having any question, you can just unmute and ask that question. So here EPPM is basically, it is enterprise portfolio and project management. And in S4HANA, this concept came when this S4HANA came, okay, after 1509 S4HANA version, okay. So what happened before that, we used to have these modules separately, like PPM, CPM, PS, innovation management, EPC. These all modules were different, and their work was also different. Whatever the process we are mapping on all these, in all these individual modules, okay, that is different, but combinedly it is giving us a solution for project management perspective only. So in S4HANA 1509 onwards, we got this concept called EPPM in SAP. Okay, this was the business terminology, EPPM. You might be heard in Primavera or in other ERP also, but from SAP side, it was introduced that time. So here in this EPPM group or EPPM package, you can say, which is exactly delivering a solution to manage our project. Okay, we are having multiple modules within it. So first is the PS, project system, okay, which is the core module, okay, which comes in the core system. Core module means like whenever we are buying S4HANA, it's a part of core system itself, or even in ECC also, in previous version also, that was part of core system. Okay, and it is integrated with other controlling module like FICO, plant maintenance, REFX. All these modules were integrated. Okay, and top on that, before 1509 S4HANA, when it was introduced, we used to have another module called XRPM and another module C project. Okay, that was changed into PPM, portfolio and project management. Okay, so this PPM was helping us to manage our portfolio and internal project resources. Okay, we can manage external also, but it is mainly focusing on internal project or IT projects, okay, where you just want to manage your resources. Okay, and extending to it, just to cover more part with customer project perspective, they have introduced one more module called CPM, commercial project management. So all these modules were different, and then after S4HANA introduced, then it became a part of EPPM, enterprise portfolio and project management. Okay, and initially till 1709, these modules used to come in a separate license, PPM and CPM. But after 1709, everything is a part of same S4HANA core system. So whenever we are installing S4HANA core system, automatically we are getting PPM, CPM, PS, and other additional EPPM modules. Okay, one more module is called EPC, Enterprise Project Connection, which is helping us to integrate with Primavera, P6, and MSP. Okay, so that is also coming with the core system only. Top on that, as a cloud solution, we are having innovation management also. Okay, but that is only available in cloud solution, not in on-premises. So on-premise, when we are talking, only these are the module which are the part of EPPM. Our main focus is to just understand this module called project system. Okay, project system is a core module which is helping us to manage all the project starting from initiation, planning, execution, and till handover. Here one more module is helping us to manage our investment project for pre-investment analysis and for submission of any request, and it is a investment management IM. So these are the two modules which I will cover in this training, project system and IM. We will take IM first or PS first as per requirement. Okay. Before going next, let us understand what kind of business cases we are going to discuss further. So initially, before understanding of the business cases, just let us understand what are the different type of projects we are having here. Okay. So SAP project system, it is helping us to map majorly two type of project. First is the internally financed project, means the project which has to be financed by the organization internally. Okay, let's say if you are doing an investment, let's say if you are constructing a plant for your self use, in that case, okay, in that case you have to invest first and then you have to finance it internally. So organization is financing it internally. So the internally financed project, again, it is further divided into two types. One is an investment project, another is an overhead cost project. So investment project, where exactly you are calculating your pre-investment and there you don't have any customer. Initially you are having cost, okay, and immediately you will not have revenue. But down the line, when you are selling this asset, then you will get revenue. So when you are starting this project, you need to calculate ROI to understand what exactly you will get it from this project. Okay, so here investment project, there will no customer, no initial revenue, periodic capitalization in AUC, final capitalization to asset, and example is like acquisition of fixed asset or investment in research and development. For example, you are the organization and you are investing in some ERP implementation. Okay, so that is also one investment project where you can calculate your ROI based on how much time individual users is taking to execute and how exactly this is helping us to improve our processes and how exactly it is reducing the time to execute the transactions. Okay, so this is the one kind of example here. Overhead cost project. Overhead cost project, like you are the organization which is running a manufacturing plant, okay, and in that plant you are doing routine maintenance. So to do the routine maintenance, you are putting some expenses for mobi oil or your resources. In that case, this will be considered as a cost project where whatever cost is going to incur, it has to be settled into cost center. Okay. So another example, let's say if organization is doing R&D, okay, initially you thought it is investment, okay, and in case if it is not successful, whatever amount is incurred in that particular project, that's supposed to be considered as an expense. Okay, so here you will not have any customer, no initial revenue, capitalization to cost center, for example, R&D project. Third one is externally financed project where.
Sorry, you said that overhead cost project. This is you are doing a plant you are just doing some kind of plant maintenance. So I wasn't able to understand very well the overhead cost project.
Yeah. So plant maintenance. Let's say if you are having a big plant, okay, hundreds of machines are there. Okay. So what happens generally in plant, you are having routine maintenance. Okay. Yeah. So in maintenance, we are having four major processes. One is general maintenance, okay, then breakdown maintenance, refurbishment, calibration, and preventive maintenance. Okay, these are the five processes major. Okay, so what happened? Let's say some of machines, like almost all machines, it is advised by the manufacturer that how routinely we need to do the maintenance. Okay, so to manage all these maintenance, we used to go with the project system integration, where you can create a project and then you can create individual activities to do for the maintenance, and further these particular activities will be integrated, will be assigned to particular maintenance order. Okay, In that case, whatever cost is going to incur in the maintenance order, that has to be settled into project, and further it will go for the analysis. So that is one more business cases here.
Okay.
So if in maintenance, let's say if you are changing any big, let's say big part, okay, which is costing very huge amount, in that case, it can be considered as a asset value increment, or it is going to add the value of that particular asset or equipment. So that will become a capitalization for that particular part. Okay, so we'll understand it in detail, but for to just time being, that cost project like a maintenance project or R&D project. One more example, let's say if you are executing a project of bridge construction. Okay, so what generally bridge construction is a government project. So what government generally they give that in particular area you need to do the plantation. Okay, so you can consider this plantation as a separate project, which is directly will involve and costing. Okay, sometime education also, like you are just educating some people. So that is also cost project directly with reference to some strategy or some investment you are doing this kind of project. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, next is customer project, where on demand of customer you are executing the project, like make to order. Okay, you are getting order from customer, and based on that you are doing the production of that particular item. For example, we are the company, okay, and manufacturing transformer. Okay, in that case I got a order of 100 transformer manufactured. So in that case, based on the order only I'm doing it. I'm doing this project. Similarly, make to stock. Okay, so where you can keep the item in your stock. We'll understand that part also. So customer project, where you will execute this project for customer. It has to be financed by the customer. Okay, and strategy to execute this project. It is strategy of your customer and as per their organization goal. Here you will have customer, you will have revenue, capitalization to product or project. Okay, and example engineering, construction and operation, or MTO scenario, make to order project. So here in all these three type of project, okay, these are project system is being used. Okay, that is commonly you can see everywhere. PS is here, PS is here, PS is here. Okay, the project system will be used everywhere, but IM will be used, investment management will be used only in the investment project, or you can use in the cost project also. Okay, but majorly we are using an investment project. In cost project only we are using it for budget controlling purpose. Okay, so here we will go one by one, case by case. In your case, I have seen this is more relevant to investment project scenario, where we need to understand, we need to focus IM and PS together to understand that. Further, when we are going to understand that at organization level, okay, this is a project system that is a lower level, but top on that we are having a module called portfolio and project management, which is being used to manage your portfolio and projects. Okay, so just I have kept one slide to understand. Let's say top on project system and IM, what we are having in the PPM. This is just for understanding so that we can correlate where exactly we are talking in our solution. So I have taken example here. Portfolio is basically business line where you are keeping a similar project at one group, in one group. Okay, so let's say this is your portfolio. Okay, and here if you see, this is a construction project. This company is running construction project only, Godrej Properties. So all construction project we are keeping under one umbrella, which we are calling it as a portfolio. Okay, and further to make a group, we are keeping programs. So like commercial project we can keep in one group, residential project we can keep in one group. So this is our programs. And further, whatever the similar projects are coming, that will be a part of program only. So finally, my portfolio is a group of program and projects. So here PPM, PS and IM we are having in lower level. In PPM, we will have portfolios and projects. But portfolio, generally just understand portfolio we are managing from PPM, and then at level of execution of project, then PS we are going to use. So in previous session also I have explained a scenario of investment project business case I have taken. So here I'll focus on, again I'll just recap what we understand from this perspective. Okay, investment project, just one example I have given. Like if you are doing any investment in your organization, okay, and before going for any investment, that it has to be analyzed first. Okay, so just taking one example, let's say this Godrej group, this is the group of companies which is having different companies. So Godrej property, it is focusing on real estate business, and this company is having some vision and mission of the organization. So to fulfill the vision and mission of the organization, we need to execute projects, we need to do some activities. Okay, so activities, to do that activities, just consider we are executing the project. So when we are executing any project, we need to understand that project has to be aligned with your organization goal, mission and vision of the organization. By considering this fact, we are doing pre-investment analysis, whether it is fitting as per my strategy or not. Okay, for example, let's say if you are a real estate company, okay, you are in construction company, and in that case, when you are going for any project construction at organization level, you are fixing that we will do all premium class project with the 20% margin. Okay, will not go less than 20%. For example, just consider this. So this is their strategy, that if my ROI is coming less than 20%, I'll not execute that project. Okay, this is just one example. So this is, so whenever we are going to execute any project, we need to do the pre-investment analysis. We need to understand that, and then if my ROI is coming less than that, we will reject it immediately. Otherwise, we will proceed it further for initiation, planning, execution, and a handover. Similarly, just I'm taking example, this company is looking to enhance their process, okay, and they just want to use some ERP, which can help them to just make their process fast, or this ERP is supposed to help them to just do some calculation, some pre-investment analysis, or some your KPI calculation and all. Okay, so in that case, it is your, like, this idea or whatever the requirement is coming, it is based on your goal of the company. Okay, and for that, the proposal for investment is submitted by some strategic manager or some higher authority or some responsible person. So first it has to be analyzed. Okay, and then once it is approved, then only it will go for next level. So this is a proposal for investment. Just I'm considering the same example, ERP implementation. So here we can submit a proposal where it will go for analysis, then it will go for feasibility, whether this will really help us to improve my project, my company process or not. And then once it is approved, then only it will go for implementation. So if I'm taking example here, when I'm submitting this proposal, I'm saying just we need one ERP which can help us to improve our our process. Okay, then it is going to the next level to understand feasibility, your technical feasibility, your resource availability, your technical feasibility. So once it is decided in this level, you are analyzing that SAP will be good for us, or as per my business process, Oracle will be good for us. Then you are approving and rejecting. So once it is approved, then it is going to manage as a project further. So here, when we are going to consider as a solution, we are having two tools here, two modules. One is PPM, another is a IM. So to manage this proposal, we can use PPM or we can use IM also. PPM, Portfolio and Project Management, or IM, Investment Management. Okay, and this portion we will manage it in project system.
Yeah, Rama.
Yeah.
This IM also has this KPI calculation and ROI calculation, right? I mean inbuilt.
Yeah, ROI is there. Yeah, pre-investment analysis and all.
Okay. And we are doing that based on our planned and planned cost
Yes.
and planned revenue, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm putting my efforts to explain these business cases so that it will be easy for me also to explain the steps. Okay. So in the previous session also I have explained almost similar thing, but it's supposed to clear that what exactly we are going to learn in coming sessions. So here this portion, this part of solution we are covering in IM, and this part we are covering in PS. Okay. If I'm taking a one typical business case here of customer project. Okay. So customer project, it will be based on customer demand, customer request. Okay. Just take one example, this Godrej property, this company is looking to implement SAP. Okay, like how it was in my previous slide. Okay, and to implement SAP, they just given this requirement to some IT company. Let's say for us, it came to Maivandu Infotech as a RFQ, request for quotation. And once we are receiving RFQ as a IT company, we will analyze this requirement. Okay, and this will be considered as an opportunity. So let's say if I'm talking about responsibility wise, if we are using CRM system, in that case, this opportunity we can maintain here in the CRM system, or I would say the CRM department will take care of this opportunity. And this will go to the next level to do the market analysis. Okay, in market analysis, we will understand this requirement of SAP implementation. We'll see our resources, cost and all, and we will prepare a quotation for us. So this quotation will be prepared based on the cost estimation. Okay, this will do based on infrastructure cost, license cost, implementation cost, and all. And once it is done, then we'll create a quotation and it will be sent to my customer. So we as a Maivandu Infotech will participate in tendering process, and then based on this Godrej properties, whatever the changes they are looking technically or financially, and initial level what budget they are looking, okay, based on that we can prepare the quotation and we can squeeze the solution or whatever it is, like based on discussion that will be finalized and quotation will be sent. Once it is sent, then if we are the successful in that quotation, okay, and we will get the letter of intent, and this letter of intent, based on letter of intent, will create a sales order that will be considered a sales order for us, and we will prepare a project. So in this case, in this complete solution, this implementation of SAP in Godrej property, for Godrej, this company, this project will be investment project because they are internally financing it. But for us, because we are executing this project for them, this will be a customer project. Okay, so just understand this is complete process of customer project, but just I've explained so that you can correlate that also. So here when we are getting sales order, based on that we are going to manage this in PS. Okay, so if we are going to understand this solution in a core SAP, if you are having some idea of SAP, so this request for quotation preparation, okay, this we can manage here in CRM system. Okay, based on opportunity, you can maintain all this opportunity in CRM system. And or if you are not even having CRM system, if you are in core system, typical core where you are having only SD, so in SD you can create an inquiry. With this inquiry, you can create a project, you can prepare a sales price, you can prepare a quotation. From there itself you can create a sales order, and parallel you can create a project which you can link with the sales order. Okay, that thing you can manage it here. So this is just one idea, okay, how customer project is going to work. We'll go in more detail once you'll go for process understanding. One second. One second, please. Okay. So next is, I have included some terminology, but yeah. So next is cost project. Okay, cost project, I have, as I have explained, just consider a shutdown project, okay, or overhaul project. We are calling it as a maintenance project also. So these are the terminology which we are using in business: shutdown project, overhaul, or maintenance project. So just taking one example here, what happen in manufacturing companies? We are having different production lines, okay, and each production lines will have machines, okay, and these machines will have maintenance plan. Okay, maintenance plan is nothing, just we are preparing a plan where exactly we need to do the routine maintenance. Okay, so we used to have a task list in this maintenance plan, and based on the scheduling, okay, system will generate maintenance orders, and these maintenance order need to manage in certain period. Okay, so to manage this entire process, we are using project system here. Okay, so to just understanding purpose, whatever these the production lines you are having, machines you are having, you can prepare a structure of your project, and whatever the orders are going to generate based on the maintenance plan, we can assign it to structure object. So there are two structure object available here. One is a WBS element, another is a activity. We'll talk more about all these objects in my further sessions. Okay, so these will be assigned to that particular object, and your cost will be incurred on this maintenance order. So this further, this maintenance order will be processed. It will go for next level of planning and then execution, procurement, and finally once it is done, then a cost will be incurred here on the maintenance order. If it is a cost, if it is expenses, okay, then it will be settled it to cost center from cost from maintenance order itself. If it is a major changes in the value of asset as per the finance strategy, then it will be settled it to asset. Okay, so that is a next level. So I hope three different type of project processes are clear. If you have any question from all these three, because we are going to talk more about these three processes in upcoming session, so I just thought to elaborate it more in this session today. Yes, please, any question?
Rama, this AUC, asset under construction, that comes
Mhm.
under investment projects.
Investment management.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So let me open one more Excel. Actually, I'm having one Excel. 1 second. So this will help us to. Okay. One second. Yes.
Rama, this cost project or shutdown project, those are related to maintenance project, right?
Yes. 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 Correct.
Okay. You said that they can also be settled to WBS. When is the time where they can be settled to WBS? Because you said
Which mean which one?
you said that this cost project, you
Mhm.
know, the things can be, we can use the cost center,
Mhm.
to settle it, or it can also be settled as well to the asset. But also you mentioned WBS, so I don't know if there's
Yeah.
any.
Just quickly, actually, this is the next level of question, but just let me answer this quickly. I hope this will not be issue for other participant. So this is your WBS element. Okay. So what I said, because this is your project and you are going to manage your maintenance based on the maintenance order. Okay. So Generally, in business language, we are calling it as a work order also, maintenance order. Okay, so let's say this is maintenance order 1, this is maintenance order 2. Okay, and these both are connected with WBS element. Okay, here. So when you are going to execute this maintenance order, okay, in first maintenance order, you just got let's say some mobi oil change requirement, okay, and some small maintenance where you are just changing some nut and bolts. Okay, whatever cost is coming here, okay, that is your maintenance, that is directly going to become expense because you cannot add this amount into your asset. For example, let's say if I'm saying this is a machine, okay, so machine is your asset, right?
Yes.
So machine, let's say when you are doing any maintenance, so in that case, whatever the mobi oil, whatever the nut and bolts you are changing, the expenses, it will not be considered as a value add into your asset value, right? So
Yeah.
what will we do? This will be directly settled into cost center from here itself. And let's say if you are going to change a big part of this machine, which is itself is a 50% around of the total value of asset. Just I'm taking one example. So this means you cannot consider as a expense. This has to be considered as a increment in the value of asset, right? So this cost, whatever the cost is going to incurred with reference to this particular maintenance order, you can settle it to WBS element. That is the first level. And further from WBS to asset, you can settle as a final asset, final capitalization. Okay.
Okay.
Any question here, please? So let me just come to the scenario which I've explained in my previous session also. I've taken an example of ABB Limited, where this ABB Limited, this company is running a different type of project. Okay, this is the ABB Limited program, which is having different division: infrastructure project division, robotics division, and transformer division. And further, transformer division is having step up and step down department. So they are running projects in individual department and divisions. Okay, so whatever the requirement, whatever the demand they are getting for different divisions, they need to analyze first before approval. Okay, once it is approved, then only it will go for further budget distribution. So what generally we do, we take a requirement from individual department, we roll up, okay, and then we check total budget. What is my coming year's plan? As per that, do I have this much of budget to distribute on all these projects? Based on that, budget will be approved. Okay, so this part we are managing in investment management module. This is a very small module. It will not take much time to just cover. 4 to 5 sessions I will try to just cover, and then it will be in the sequence of project system understanding. Okay, so in last session, I've explained what is investment project, business case, and then what is one second, what is investment program? Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, what is investment management? Okay, so this module, investment management, it is helping us to manage our project for the planning perspective, investment and finance process. Okay, and for the capital investment project and for the maintenance program or cost project. So here it is helping us to manage the budget, control the budget. Okay, so for go in more details, I'll share my previous recorded session. Okay, and then you just go through of it, you will have more understanding in this area. So when we are going to manage any investment project, okay, or let's say if you want to control a budget at your organization level or at department level, first thing which we need to understand here, that is a investment program structure. So investment program structure, it's a master data which is having investment program definition and positions, program positions. So here in this example, you can consider, this is just typical example I have taken, this ABB Limited, that is this company is planning to have a 10 years or 5 years of program of investment. To manage these project, which is coming all these within 5 years, from the individual department, it is going to consider as program positions. So let's say infrastructure project division, that is another one position. Robotic division, this is another division. Transformer division, which is again divided into step up and step down divisions, departments. Okay, and this is just combined in one group, which we are calling it as a top position. So first we will have program definition, then we will have program position, top position, then we'll have further positions. Okay, so that first we will have that structure. Okay, then we'll have next level of understanding how we are going to plan, how we are going to get a demand or request from different department, how it is going to submit it, then how the cost is going to roll up to the top level, and then how the budget is going to distribute to the last level. Okay, so just let me take you to here. One second. Okay, we are having some organization structure here. Okay, I'll explain this organization structure, but keep it simple. First, we will understand what is my investment program structure, how we can create it, and then we'll go further to understand whatever the organization structure which is helping us to manage our project here. So when we are going to create this, first we need to create a investment program, then we need to create a top position, then we need to create a program position. So these are the transaction code which we are using. And in my previous session, I explained that we can use Fiori application also to create or to execute the business transactions, but it is recommended to here use GUI transactions so that you will know the complete functionality of that particular transaction, and you can easily understand Fiori application. Okay, because Fiori application will have very limited options. Okay, and even for all the transactions, Fiori applications are not provided by SAP. Okay, so wherever it is there, we will use it. Wherever it is not, then we will go for the GUI transaction to understand the process. In your project, when you are going, a business will insist you to just go for Fiori. So in that case, if it is not available there, you need to develop it, or you need to extend the standard transaction into Fiori. That also can be done. You can just take it into HTML Fiori app, HTML app. So here, understanding is clear, or do you have any question? Anything, Claim, Paulson, any question?
So those are the key codes, you know, to, for example, to create investment program, create top position and the program position.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just definition, right? It's just the definition and nothing else.
It's just a structure.
Okay.
One second. I think today's system is on maintenance. One second. I'm just checking it. Yes, guys. Actually, this system is on maintenance, I think, today. Okay, I'll take you through the system in next session. Okay, let's discuss more theoretical today. No problem. Okay, so I was explaining this in my previous session, how budget is going to, just let me elaborate it a little bit here, then I'll go to the next. So this is your program position. Okay, so program, basically program definition, it's not account assignment object. Account assignment object means you cannot do any posting against it. Okay, you cannot do the planning also. So here my first level position will be account assignment, which will be further have the next level of positions. So last level of position, you can submit your request in the form of appropriation request. In IAM, we are having one object called appropriation request. So what generally has the business processes, like the companies, when they are planning for coming 5 years or 10 years, they are having some plans that these many things we need to improve, or these many project or proposal need to be processed in these 5 years. So these individual proposal project will be created under the last level of positions. Okay, so wherever it is proposal, then it will be created in the form of AR, appropriation request. And where it is already confirmed that project need to be processed, in that case project will be created and that will be assigned to last level of position. Okay, so for example, if you are already found that you are going to implement SAP and it's supposed to start from like the years from which the planning supposed to be managed. Okay, so in that case, PS project will be created manually in the PS and it will be assigned to here last level of your portfolio, sorry, this program structure. Okay, and if it is not formed, in that case any idea is there, then appropriation request will be created. So whatever the amount is coming from the planning in the appropriation request or from project, that will be rolled up to your last level of position and further to the top level of position. And here management can manage it. They will understand what exactly the cash flow they need to consider in upcoming years, and it will be approved. So first will be my plan cost, which will be bottom to top, and then this cost will be approved and will be distributed as a budget, which will be called as a budget. Okay, so budget distribution, and your control will happen only in the budget, not on the cost. So let's say if 10 million you have just rolled up from bottom to top, and you are approving 800,000 only for your budget. So this 800,000 budget distributed amount will be controlled in a particular project itself. Okay, so for example, here it is the appropriation request. Let's say this is one position, transformer division, and to improve their the manufacturing, they just want to do the plant modification or new plant construction. This is one idea or proposal, and once it is submitted, the total plan value was, let's say, 100,000 USD, and once it is approved, only 80,000 USD is distributed for this project. So this means 80,000 will be controlled further for a budget perspective. So first you are going with the appropriation request. Once it is approved, then the same appropriation request will be converted as a project in PS. So this is the process here. First we are having program definition, then top level position, then last level of position. You are creating AR, appropriation request, you are planning everything here in the AR, then it will be submitted to the approval. Once it is approved, then it will be transferred to PS as a PS project. Okay, this process we are having. So we'll go exactly in the same flow. This is a typical example of investment project. Okay, so let me just take organization structure also, because my system is not working. So let me explain this one here theoretically how it works. So in IM, we are going to use only some of organization structural object. That is, the first is controlling area, okay, and profit center, cost center, okay, and one second please. Okay, so here you are having company code, okay, which is assigned to controlling area. Okay, if you are aware of all these organization structure definition, then it is fine. Otherwise, I'll go for in more detail to explain these organization structure object, what is company code, what is controlling area, and all. So let us understand first. Here, this is a controlling area. You can consider in my example that is a group of companies which will have different company, and individual company is my legal entity which will be created as a company code. Okay. and each company code will have the plant to manage your logistics things. Okay, and here plant can be a different type of plant. Okay, that can be a maintenance purpose also. So when you are going to understand next level how the maintenance project is going to manage, that time you will see two different type of plant. Okay, one is a maintenance plant, another is general plant. Okay, so here that is a maintenance plant is nothing, it is your plant where exactly your work is going on, and maintenance planning plant is basically being used to plan the maintenance activity for plant. It may be the same plant or it may be the different plant. Planning plant will have further planner groups and work center where exactly the group of people will do the planning for maintenance. Okay, and this will be managed through work center. And maintenance plant, which is your logistic plant, will use for storage, and maintenance plant will be used to just identify the location where exactly maintenance need to be taken out. Okay, so here again we are coming to this side, finance perspective. From CO side, we will see the profit center, which is directly associated with controlling area, cost center, which is also directly associated with controlling a cost center, which is directly associated with controlling area, and then business area. Okay, in IM we are not going to perform much financial transaction. It is more over planning object. Okay, where you will do the planning. Okay, so when we are going to create investment program definition, investment top position, all the position, that time we'll use controlling area, company code, cost center, and profit center. Okay, but that exactly when transaction will happen, actually it will happen in the project system only. Okay, we'll not have any actual transaction here in IM. Clear? Any question, please? I have here some elaboration.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So EIM, this project invest this this IM, it start is IM, then finish in PS.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it will not take much time. It is very small module. I think in the next 2 or 3 sessions it will be finished.
So you say that the transaction doesn't take place in the transaction take place in PS. That's correct.
See, this IM will be used for planning purpose. More in planning, we will not have any actual like posting direct. Like we will not do any cost posting, any revenue posting in IM.
Okay.
So that will be in relevant module. Like your revenue will be posted through SD, right? Or let's say your cost will be posted through like how it is going direct, indirect cost with reference to your PS object. So that's why I'm keeping it generally first to explain, because you can correlate your further business processes with reference to what I'm explaining now. If I'll explain in last, that time it is very late or very difficult, because I will use some terminology in my explanation in my upcoming session from IM. So that's why I'm keeping these sessions before.
Okay, so the EIM is just only mostly for planning purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here I'm stopping it today here, and next before taking the session, I'll check, because see, I know that today was some downtime for my system, so I thought it's supposed to done now, but unfortunately it's not done.